Is all excited about her math. So today we're going to look back at last Wednesday's lesson on dichotomous keys because that's kind of a two-part lesson. I want to do that today. Does anyone know what a dichotomous key is? Just start there. What is a dichotomous key? That's all right. Well, let's look at it because it seems like we don't know a lot about it. Ooh, I like it. Brianna, yes, I think you're moving in the right direction there. So all things in life, we've learned this, right, are organized at different levels. So we start at the very smallest level and we start looking at the details of things and breaking them apart. So like right now, this weekend, I did some organizing of my girls' outdoor toys. Yeah, part of classification. All right, so like we went out there and things didn't all get put away from winter. So we first organized things into like junky toys that need thrown away that were outside and good toys that we are still using, right? Then we like sorted them into like sports toys, like balls, some of them that have sand, like our sandbox toys. They have like a little fake mud kitchen. Some of them we had some fake food, right? So we organized. So you start looking at the biggest level and then you start breaking them apart and looking at them from the most detailed level. So down here on the bottom, these would be the biggest categories. Let me get my pointer. These would be the biggest categories down here. And then as we get towards the top, they're going to be sorted into more detailed categories, if that makes sense. What are some things that you guys organize? Do we have any organizers? Ouch, Jana, that sounds. Your closet, Jared. Jana says no. Pokemon cards. Yeah, those are good. How do you organize Pokemon cards? All right, Jana, it's part of our personalities sometimes. And ooh, that's good. Closed by season. Miss Brianna's comment. Oh, yes. Good. Your homework, what to do first, last, what maybe kind of homework it is. Okay, cool, Xavier. By types of Pokemon cards. Ooh, Cheyenne, how do you sort your art supplies? Has anyone watched the Home Edit on Netflix? The Home Edit? Any of your parents watch the Home Edit? They like go invade people's houses and like organize it to a T. Yes, it's not Marie Kondo. Yes, that's the one that sparks joy, Jana and Izzy. This is Joanna and what's her name from the Home Edit? They sort everything by like the rainbow colors. People will ask them to come clean out a space and they like go through all of their things. Now I've got to find a picture of them. And they go through their things and they say like, what do you need? What do you not need? And then they organize their spaces. It's beautiful. Oh, here's a good picture of them. Let me see if it'll let me paste. Might have to go to a whiteboard. Let's see how this works. Let me paste. Oh, upload has failed. Okay, I can do this. Let me share my screen. Sorry, I realize I'm going down a rabbit hole. But I feel like it's relevant. Okay, let's go. Start sharing screen. Share my whole screen. Here we go. Are you seeing it? So these are the girls that do it. Oh, why is it showing me all the small pictures? Does this look familiar to anybody? But they like, look how beautiful they make things. Like, look at this pantry. So they not only like organize it into like all these little storage bins, but they like, it's always by like, they organize by rainbow colors. Like, seriously, look at that fridge. Isn't that amazing? Anyway. Sorry, I realized that we took a wandering trip there. So has anyone, I know, I don't have a pantry that big either. Has anyone seen that show? A Grandma's Pantry? Yes. So I feel like these organizers of life would like a dichotomous key. All right. So, but what if we find things we don't know and we want to know what they are? So we find something. I want to say you go outside today in the rain and you find a creature. All right. You find a creature or you find a leaf or you find something. And you're like, what is this? And Isaiah is like, this is a discovery. No one has ever seen this before in all time. But just to make sure, before he announces his find on TikTok, he is going to get a dichotomous key to make sure that he did not discover something that's already been discovered. You are a main character. Snails are cute, Diamond. I agree. So what, or Diamond could have found a snail and she's like, I know this is a snail, but what kind of snail is it? All right, you can use dichotomous keys to help you figure out exactly what you are holding or you're seeing or are identifying. I fell in love with biology in a botany class. Botany is the study of plants. And we had so much fun, like going around my college campus, looking up different things using dichotomous keys. So maybe I'm getting you a new hobby. All right. So a dichotomous key is a tool. All right. You literally can get dichotomous keys. Like if you want to go to your local library, you can check out dichotomous keys for different things. All right. It gives you two choices. Did you ever read those books that it's like, what would you do? And it's like, if you would be this person, turn to chapter 3, or if you, or page number, blah, 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 blah. If you'd like to do this, turn to page. Did you guys ever read books like that? Yes. I know they kind of confuse me too. But this is kind of similar to this, as in it gives you choices one at a time. So it's not like it gives you a huge long checklist that is mentally overwhelming. It's like, is it this or that? And you pick one, and then it takes you to the next step. So let's look at this. You're like, instead of a snail, Diamond said, I found a monster. All right, we found a monster. Pretty sure it's a monster. All right, how many eyes do we want our monster to have that we found? 2 or fewer, or 3 or more? Agreed. All right, so two or fewer, she says. So we're going to go this direction. She said one. So I'm like, oh, well, the monster that I see has one eye, so I'm going to go this way. Then we come to the next choice. Is my monster wearing shoes? Let's just say not wearing shoes for the sake of the graph or the dichotomous key. All right. So then you say, okay, it's not wearing shoes, and it asks you about what color it is. Let's pretend it's green because there's more options. Does this make sense? So then if your monster's green and has eyelashes, then you have found Lucinda. If your monster that you found is green, but it does not have eyelashes, and it has horns, you're like, oh, look, it's Zanny Zeke. In real life. This is a real thing without monsters, with all living things. So someone has taken the time, all right, just like our home edit ladies, they have taken the time for you to organize all living things into categories and has separated them all by two trait choices just for you. All right, so we can use dichotomous keys to determine what we found. Are you ready? We are going to find the name of this creature. And what if, Isaiah, what if we do not find the name for this creature? What does that tell us? That Jaina gets to name it. Yes, Diamond, yes, Brianna, that it's a new creature. That we found something new. All right, and now you're famous. So let's do it. So we get to choose one creature at a time. That's the most important thing. You don't want to be holding two or three things. We're going to look at one thing at a time, which I appreciate from a complexity's sake. What is the difference between two most middle? You know what? I don't know. Chris, why do you ask such difficult? No, I'm just kidding. I think it's just a cute graphic that someone pulled. But this guy is who we're going to look at. All right, we are going to identify this creature. All right, this is legit what a dichotomous key looks like. So read steps 1A and 1B. The creature has two eyes, or the creature has one eye. How many eyes do we have? So what step do we go to? We have one eye. Where are we going? Step 5. All right, so go to step 5. Skip steps 2 through 4. We're like, sweet, we're skipping steps already. All right, so we're at step 5. Step 5 says the creature has one or more antennae. The creature has no antennae. It says an antennae right here. All right, so where are we going next? Yep, we're going to go to step 6. Here we go. Step 6. All right, the creature has one antennae is to go to step 7, or if the creature has two antennae, its name is C. Jaina is not impressed with the naming of this guy. I like Bob better too. I feel like this guy is cute and deserves a better name. Jaina, I think you win. If I could put another dichotomous key step, I would say go to step 8. C stands for Bob. Or Kevin. I like Kevin too. All right, does that make sense? All right, tell me how you feel about this. So dichotomous keys, it sounds like such a fancy thing, right? But it's really broken. It's a two choice process, which I like. It's just like those books that we learned about in elementary. It is. It is kind of like a magazine quiz, Brianna. Ooh, that would be such a fun handout to make. Like if you made a fake magazine page that was really like a dichotomous key. I would love to like make curriculum pages because I feel like those kind of things would just relate. Yes. Yes. All right. So most of us are feeling pretty decent about this. All right. I like it. I like things that keep it simple. All right. So would we like to choose another creature? Hold on 1 second. Do I have to go backwards? Let's do the three minions. Minions are cute. It's a little bit small, but I like it. Which minion should we start with? A, B, or C? Which minion? Or use your. Do you have setting? Do you have your. No. Point to the minion. Point to the minion you think we should do first. This guy? They're all pretty cute. All right, let's do the middle guy. Would someone want to get on their microphone and walk us through the steps? You guys are more fun than me. Here's the guy we're doing. Any volunteers? I'll help you. Kaden, will you get on your mic and walk us through it? Lead us through it, teacher Kaden? Oh, Jana's saying she can if you don't want to. Sorry. Jana, go for it, girl.
So, let's just name this one Dave. So Dave has 2 eyes. 2. So we go to step 3. The minion has a toothy smile or not having a toothy smile. Because that is step 3. And no, he does not. So we go to step 5. The minion is working. Yes, it's working. No, its name is not Tim, it's Dave.
Jana's revolting against the names again. So we found Tim/Dave. Tim Dave. Dave Tim. You know, like one of those two first name situations. So you guys did it. Let's do it again. Let's do another one. Here, let me clear the board. Who do we want to do next? You lead us through another one, Jana? Point out to the board who we doing next. Are we doing this guy or this guy? I think we have to do the guys in the red because I don't know if there's dichotomous keys for the rest. So which of these two guys? Point to who you think. Take your vote. All right, there's 3 for this top guy. So let's do him. All right, Jana, will you walk us through? Kaden, she's tagging you. They're all cheering for you. It's okay as long as your music isn't shouting obscenities. I'm all right with that. Everyone saying, Caden, Caden.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell
So,
I don't know how I got here, but
today, this morning has not been great, so so we have
I
one hour,
feel
let's go
you.
to two. He is smiling, but he's smiling. So go to six, and the minion is saluting, finger on his chin. Kyle. One eye, down, smiling, down, finger on his chin. Kyle.
He's so quick, so speedy. Very good. Very, very good. I love it. Do we want to do this guy down here? Yes. All right, let's do him. Is there anybody else that will lead us through? You can do it. I promise. I'll help you.
You want me to do
JP, are
the
you in the
guy?
house?
All
Yeah,
right.
Janet.
So this one also has two eyes, so we go to three. That's a toothy smile. So it's four. So this is Dave's the one on the rocket. Okay, but the minion is standing, so we go to seven. I'm sorry, I'm that close to the has both hands up. It's Stuart.
Stuart.
Like,
So
wait, why does this remind me of Megamind when he goes, "Hal Stuart"?
Little Stu. I
Hal
love
Stuart.
it. Very cute. We are like rocking it today. So this is an example. We probably won't do this one too, just because we've ran 3 or 4 of them now. But this is like what it would look like for like leaves. All right, this is how I started learning dichotomous keys, was by looking like at a leaf type. Okay. Now, what would happen like if you were like, oh man, I don't know what a needle is? What could you do? Caden's on fire. What could you do if you didn't like know what the vocabulary word meant in the dichotomous key? Yeah, you could Google it. I know that sounds stupid, but we all have devices usually at our hands. All right? So using our resources to help us figure out what it is that's going on. Sweet deal. Guys, I'm super impressed. So, what is a dichotomous key? Today we learned that a dichotomous key is a tool that we use to identify organisms based on their characteristics, how we sort them, all right, and find what they are by looking at the details of their being, all right? And how many answer choices are given for each thing on the dichotomous key? We are not overwhelmed. It's not 15, it's not 20, it's not 5, it's not 10. It's how many? 2. Everybody type 2. 2. High five to Jaina. High five to Kaden. Thank you so much for volunteering today. You guys are awesome. Now, I did promise to leave time for Riley to give us a little peek at one of her reptiles and to share a little bit about them. So I'm going to be a woman of my word and live up to that. Riley, are you down for that today? I saved us 10 minutes. Yep, for sure. Do we have, I do not believe we have an assignment today. Let me peek at our homework calendar. Make sure that you've done I'm getting squeaky, the 3.03 quiz. Okay. That 3.03 quiz is on dichotomous keys. You should have multiple attempts. Okay. And like I said, I believe there are some incentives for having good scores and GPAs at the end of the course, as in you may have an opportunity to possibly exempt the final. All right. Hold on one second. All right. You guys are so funny. I'm going to stop the recording. Not that it matters, but we have Riley's lizard. That's okay.